गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामभित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Our Father, thou art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad, Adonai Echad, Hashem Bahu Vahishtem Asti, Vushta Asti, Vushta Ahmai, Hyat Ashai, Vahishtai Hashem, Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa, Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa, Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. 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 La ilaha illallah, Allah, Allah. 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 Om Saishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna sarva prachodayat. Om Saishwaraya vidmahe Satyadevaya dhimahi Tanna sarva prachodayat. Om Saishwaraya vidmahe Satyadevaya dhimahi Tanna sarva prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Offering all our collective love at the divine lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri 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 Satya Sai Baba Varu, the omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent Shiva Shakti Swarupa, who has graced and blessed us to be together in his name to offer the first ever Atirudra Mahayajna on the African soil. Welcome to one and all. Jai Sai Ram. Jai Sai Ram. Jai Sai Ram. Wow, what a love in South Africa. You can feel Swami's love in South Africa. It is infectious, it is contagious, it is inspiring, it is enthralling, it is enchanting, and it is the best in the world, I can tell you that. South Africa, you really are connected to Bhagwan in your core, and I have never felt it anywhere in the world. I can assure you that. How can I say that? Because you look at this Yajnashala, you look at that Homakunda tent, you look at that dining hall, you look at that entrance, love of Bhagwan is filled here inch to inch. Inch, inch mein Sai Ram hai. And last night we were reconciling about this Yajna, the few of us in the core team. Never ever in the 8th Atirudra Mahayajna that this body is participating, that I have left the day before the Yajna was supposed to happen at 6:30 in the evening. We were always working. We are always working almost to midnight to set up the place. And the prayer hall would not be ready. You can go on and on. But I tell you, it's not a 1 week effort, but it is actually a 6-month effort of a core team that has planned, that has executed. And I am congratulating, I am inspired to join all my brothers and sisters on that core team. There are 12 of them, 11 Rudras plus SSB. That is 12 on the core team, 11 Rudras, Rudranis plus actually 2 Rudranis, 9 Rudras, 1 SSB. The names of those people are irrelevant because there is only one name that matters. That is Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. He is the cause. He is the action. He is the doer. He is the doing. He is the done. And He is the undone. And we are also blessed to be instruments in His divine mission, sublime mission of love all and serve all. And we are all together in this. I know that if you are not physically present, you did not do service here. You did service. 19,000 plus Rudram chantings were logged into the Vedas for All website. I know at least 40%, including myself feeling guilty, did not log in all the days. But I know only those that logged in, 19,000 Rudrams were offered. That is equivalent to 1.5 Atirudra Parayana that was done before the Yajna. So thank you for all that. thank you all for being such incredible instruments of love and service. This place is filled with so much positive energy. It's like Brindavan. It is Brindavan actually, with all the peacocks running around. And there is a Goshala right here. And Bhagwan Shiva is installing himself and to be present here because the greatest devotee of Shiva is Vishnu. The greatest devotee of Vishnu is Shiva. Shivasya hridayam Vishnuhu, Vishnuscha hridayas Shivaha, Yatha Shivamayam, Vishnurevamaya Shivaha, Tatha Yatha Taranna Pashyami, Tatha me Stvastyurayushi. No difference between Shiva and Vishnu. No difference between Shiva and Shakti. In fact, no difference between any faiths, period. That is what Bhagavan really stands for. And that is this Sai Chakram here. And now if I start explaining this whole Yajnashala and Homakunda, Samarth will now ring the bell. So I have to stop here and we will discuss all the way from this Maha Ganapati at least one day for few minutes before we start the Parayanam or after the Parayanam. We will go through this entire prayer hall and also that Homakunda tent and also Sayitri Chakram, which is a yantra representation of the entire mission and the glory of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Right below that you see Rama Parivar, because we will be doing, this is Ramayana week, therefore we will be doing Rama Kalyanam on the 17th. And there we will be adoring river waters from all over the place, including the one that is just flowing next to here. Raitan promised he will go and get water. So we will have a water just flowing right here, the river flowing just here, a mountain just behind this, like Tiruvannamalai mountain. When we did the Yajna in Tiruvannamalai mountain, the Tiruvannamalai, the hill was actually right in front of us. And in fact, when I was walking through from that place yesterday, this place felt like Tiruvannamalai. This place felt like Badrinath. This place felt like Brindavan. Very beautiful. Thank you all. With that, we're going to now break into two groups. Where is Amrit? Amrit is here. Devan, Amrit, and Pranil. Yes. So the brother Amrit and Pranil, please raise your hand. They are going to lead through volunteering activities related to the site. And those are as follows: parking, food, breakfast, lunch, dinner services, anything related to site cleanup, site setup, ushers. If you have signed up for those activities, you should go to the dining hall. Okay, just give me 1 second. Don't leave right now. Okay. Then all those who signed up for Yajna related seva activities, that is firewood preparation and putting the rangolis, cleaning the metal items, helping with the Homakunda, all that kind of activities, please stay here. Everybody else that has signed up for site-related seva activities, kindly go there. RITWIKs should stay here. Okay? Jai Sai Ram. Sai Ram. And I request Brother Samarth to come forward and he will take us. What is the, yes, Sai Ram. If you are a volunteer for the site-related activities, parking, site setup cleanup, food, breakfast, dinner, breakfast, lunch and dinner services, you can go to the dining hall. And Brother Krish will also, Krish, you are going to be here, there? Yes. Okay. If you need to contact for any emergency purposes, for any reason, Brother Krish Maharaj, his name is actually in the pre-checklist that all of you got. He will be the contact for the site. And then we will now go through the activities related to the Yajna. That would include the chanting part of it, the Homa part of it, the preparation for the ritual, Abishekam, all those things. So, Brother Samarth.
Sai Ram all. Sai Ram. My humble salutations at the Divine Lotus feet. So nice to see everyone. We have heard all the voices over Zoom calls, over monthly Maharudra Abhishekams, but really nice. And a very warm welcome to everyone. Sai Ram. Sai Ram. we'll go through the RITWIK do's and don'ts. And if you can change the slides, brother, few slides. We can go to the agenda. We already covered the prayers. Yeah, one before. So yeah, we want to cover today the daily routine, typical daily routine during the Yajna. What are the do's and don'ts? I would like to share a little bit about the seating arrangements for Japam, when we do the prayers here and when we do the Homakunda, the Homams. Followed by a brief chanting roster and what are the various seva activities and any other questions that you may have. So we go to the daily routine. So we start with the routine from today. We are currently in the RITWIK orientation sessions. After this, there will be a lunch break at 12 o'clock. Then there will be buses leaving at 1 o'clock from here to the hotels. We would like everyone to be back here by 3:15, so the buses will leave the hotels from 2:30. So you get 1.5 hours of break. And then at 3:15, we meet in front of the arch where we'll bring the Swami's procession into the Yajna Shala. And 3:30, there'll be the procession. 4 o'clock, there'll be invocation and lighting of the lamps, followed by some welcome addresses, opening remarks, and then there'll be RITWIK initiations where you'll get all the Diksha Vastram, etc. So that's the plan. And then 6:30 dinner, followed by 7:30, 7:15 departure to the hotel. So that's the high-level program for today. We'll take the questions in the end. This is, everyone has seen it, but this is the daily routine, generic routine, every day during the Yajna, which will start from tomorrow. So every morning, 6:15, people will come here. 7 o'clock, we have prayers and japam in this hall, so everyone will get a RITWIK mala. You have to do your, I think, 1008 times mantra, Gayatri mantra, Om Namah Shivaya mantra, followed by breakfast prasadam. Then 8:30 to 11:30, we do the Ekadashi Rudra Abishekam, followed by a quick break, comfort break, and 11:50, we start with the homam in the next tent. So the morning is really about prayers. We have a small break in between, and after the lunch, there's a break where again there'll be shuttles between the hotel and the venue. And 4 to 6 will be the cultural programs. We try to wrap up by 7 o'clock on site. So that's high-level program. The detailed programs you have seen on the charts and everything. So we'll go to the. So yeah, so some of the key RITWIK do's and don'ts. As you can imagine, we are a lot of RITWIKs here, so punctuality is extremely important. So we humbly request everyone to be on time, be it the buses, be it the venue. So please be on time so that we can start on time. They'll be, all the RITWIKs must be seated in the specific areas 10 minutes before we are about to start. You should always wear RITWIK badge, so you will get after this. Everyone should go to the registration. So if the area leads are here, I've given all the area leads the badges, so area leads can hand over the badges to all the RITWIKs. Those of area leads who haven't got it, I have them here. You can collect it from me. Please make sure all the RITWIKs get the badges. And then you can go to the registration counter for registration. Yeah. And the Diksha Vastram will be given in the afternoon. RITWIK must be present. So all of you have to be present during chanting and homam. So it's Maha Rudra Abhishek. So we are counting every chant that you do. We have to offer a certain number of chants and certain number of homams. So there'll be an attendance register, and please make sure that every one of you is present. And if someone has to leave in case of emergency, please inform either Uncle Shekhar or myself that you cannot be here, because then we need to chant extra to make sure that we get the numbers as well. RITWIK must wear Diksha Vastram. Ladies and gents, we have a color coding system. So the first day is green, both for males and females. For ladies, the second day is the brown sari, and for the gents, it's the pink Diksha Angavastram and dhoti. And the male RITWIKs should not wear any vest under the Angavastram. So it has to be bare. Please keep cleanliness and maintain discipline and silence at all times. That's the humble request. We have to take care of this Yajna Shala as our home. No unnecessary talk or gossip. So let's contemplate while we are chanting. We're doing the prayers, so let's maintain silence and avoid unnecessary dispersion of energy in gossip. Uncle especially said no prohibition of loud talking, but loud chanting is okay. Yes, Uncle? keep yourself hydrated. You can see it's a bit hot. Maybe we need to open up the vents. It's a bit hot inside the tent, so we need to think how the ventilation can be improved. I'm sure you carried the fans. I already see. We asked for fans to be brought, so that was the reason for the fans. All the Ritwiks are responsible for cleaning the Homakunda. We also asked for scissors, so please cut the blouse pieces and the dhoti and the angavastram with the scissors that you have. During the Homa, you'll have a lot of your handbags for the ladies, so you cannot take your handbags and sit in the Homakunda, so please keep them on one side, but then you have to label so that they don't get lost, so just keep cognizant of that. Attendance register, I already talked about. We'll pass on sheets of paper when you're sitting here for the prayers for you to mark for every day that you are present and you have chanted. And we have to, of course, uphold dignity and be patient and loving to everyone. Swami is present. Next, Brother Kribin. Ritwiks should not cut their hair. For the male Ritwiks, should shave or cut their nails during the entire event. So today is the day you can clean shave, etc. But after that, it's not allowed to shave or cut your hair or nails.
Yeah, bear in mind that after the yajna, your spouse may not recognize you.
And the reason for not cutting, I was asked by some Ritwiks uncle, what is the reason for not?
It is related to purity of the body. Yeah. So when you have growth on your body, it's natural. So everything has to be natural. So should not bite your nails. It is then you are putting your hands, in your fingers in the mouth, and you will be using the same for doing Abishekam or putting the Homadravyam. So it's impurity. Huh? You should not use. Even when we go talk to Bhagwan, we even put our hand like this in front of him. You know why? Huh? So that the saliva won't. It only falls on your hand. So that is how much purity is required. So for purity, also feeling guilty myself, a lot of people have the habit of biting nails. Not only cutting nails, but biting nails is also prohibited, okay? So it's very important to keep that in mind, yeah.
No smoking.
Oh, chewing gum.
No chewing gum, yeah. No chewing material, no chewing gums. So that's not allowed. No smoking is allowed. Please do not use mobile phones or conversations. We were asked, some people may want to use their phones to chant, but then it has to be silent. But please avoid bringing phones and using phones during prayers.
Use the phone only for chanting, not for chatting.
Homakunda, you will see everyone has a badge. Ritwik has a badge with Homakunda. We'll show the layout. Do not change your seats. It's been assigned with keeping certain things in mind. So please do not change your seating or exchange it with anyone. It's not exchangeable.
Yeah, also Homakunda, the Ritvik badge is not transferable.
Yeah.
Suddenly you decide my husband will sit for Homa, it won't work. It is non-transferable. It's a non-transferable permit. Okay, Jai Sai Ram.
No partaking of food in the Yajna Shala or prayer tent, so we would like to avoid any food. Do not waste. There'll be a lot of meals. So like Swami says, do not waste food, water, time, energy. So please stick to that.
So one thing important, Yajna when we are talking about is the Homakunda area. We are calling this as the prayer area. Okay. So when we are actually doing Homa, you should not drink water. For 1.5 hours or so, you should hydrate yourself, take care of your biological needs, and come prepared. Unless it is really you're dehydrating, etc., and you cannot get up in the middle and go drink water, etc. So the priests are, so you should not drink water in between doing the Homa. Please remember that, because you won't have time. If you take your water bottle, the priests are already going 5 Swaha mantras. Every Swaha mantra you have to offer. So please make sure that you are hydrated before sitting for the Homa.
Correct.
Yes.
So the next. So Diksha Vastra for the laundry for the Ritwiks in hotels. So like we discussed in the webinars, there will be, as you come in, there's a registration place. So everyone will be given 2 Diksha Vastram. And we have arranged laundry service for Ritwiks where every morning when you arrive, you give your Diksha Vastram, the old used Diksha Vastram there. And in the evening, you collect it from the same place.
So let's be clear, just so that So on the 16th, which is tomorrow, what color are you wearing, ladies? Very good. And gents? Okay. Gents, no speaking. Huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, what's the color on this? Tomorrow is 16th, 17th. What's the color? Oh, very good. Okay. So when you come on day after tomorrow, which is Wednesday, you will return your what color? Thank you. Okay. And then you will pick up what color in the evening? Green. Yeah. I just, because people will have, what color am I wearing tomorrow? Wear some color, you know. Don't, so, but please, you have to wear your Diksha Vastras. That's the only way to identify whether you are a Ritvik or not. Okay, that's very important. And I know laundry service is not provided to the people who have accommodation on their own. That means you have to go home or to your and then just you have to soak it wet or wash it yourself and dry it. And then you are responsible for it. Laundry service is only for Ritwiks that are staying at the hotels. Okay, Jai Sai Ram. Yeah. Oh, no. So you come when you are given this, each one of the saris or dhotis will be labeled with a non-washable marker according to the Homakunda number seat you are sitting. So when you come to pick up, they will be organized by Homakunda 1, Homakunda 2, Homakunda 3, etc. So when you come back, go to your Homakunda number, you know what your number is, and pick up that only. You don't know what I will face if one lady picks up another lady's sari, okay? That's not good for me and for you also, okay? Jai Sai Ram.
So they are already marked?
Already marked,
okay.
Yes.
Good. Nice.
Okay.
Brother Kriban, next one. Yeah, so during the prayer or Homa, if you have to visit to the toilets, the guidance is that you can go, but then you have to, after you do the visit the toilet, you must wash your hands, feet, and then say Gayatri Mantra.
Okay, now purity. The question will come is, how am I going to wash my feet? Okay, I know what are all the questions. So you take water, you wash your hands, you wash your mouth, you sprinkle water on your feet, or you take water and do like this. So that, and then while doing it, chant Gayatri Mantra, sprinkle water on your head, and then only come back into the prayer tent. Or otherwise, that is again purity associated. Okay, Jai Sai Ram.
Yes. Next, Brother Kriban. Next slide. For the car passes, please go to your area leads. For those of you who asked for car passes, we have given it to the various area leads. So yesterday itself, so please collect them from the area leads. And there is parking here, and then there is second level parking on the top as well if this gets filled.
Non-transferable.
Yes. When we have the Abishekam, of course there will be general devotees. Everyone is allowed to do Abishekam. So to enter the Yajna Shala, dhoti sari for the general attendees is preferable. Girls with kurta, Punjabi, chunni, etc. is okay. But no wearing shorts or tank tops. And during Abhishekam, all the men should have Angavastram. So even if you are a general devotee who's coming for a first time, not the Ritwiks, we will provide the Angavastrams. So if you are bringing in your relatives to come here, the protocol to go is to have
Angavastram means this. Okay, this is what's called Angavastram. Means cover your limbs. That's what it is for. So if you don't have one, when you come to do the Abhishekam, somebody will give this to you on the gent side. And on the ladies side, every lady should wear the top. Okay, like you wear the chunni, you have to wear that. You can't have open body to come and do Abhishekam. It's important. So when you come up there, there will be offered water with a spoon to rinse your hands. And then you should wear Vibuti and Kumkum before you get up, and then you do the Abhishekam. Why all this is important? Why do you need to wear, why all these strict rules? That's the question people ask. Why can't I'm wearing white and white, I am already pure. Why I have to do all this stuff? The reason is very simple. If you work in a company and you have to go present to a CEO of your company, will you go in shorts and tank tops? How will you go? You will wear a suit and you will wear a tie and you want to look. The CEO of CEOs you are approaching. The Lord of the entire universe you are coming to do Abhishekam. What should be your attire? Not whatever you want. You have to follow the etiquette of approaching to do the Abhishekam.
No. And yeah, Vibuti and Kumkum also have to be applied, like you have done in the monthly Maha Rudra Abhishekams, for those of you who participated. during the general Ekadashi, of course you have the stage. This is the general seating arrangement for all the Ritwiks. Then from the stage you have this, we'll keep open as the walking area. If you go for Abishekam, you have to climb, do the Abishekam and come back. After that, we'll have an area allocated for the lead chanters, basically Ritwiks who are chanting on mics to keep the momentum up. And the mics cannot go all the way to the back. And after that, all the other Ritwiks, male and female, will be seated. We'll do all the markings today. And these will all be sitting on the floor. After that, we have chairs for male Ritwiks who cannot sit on the floor, and also the female Ritwiks. And after that, all the devotees who would like to chant. So this will be the flow for the normal prayers. Is that clear, Uncle?
Yes.
Yeah. And for the Homakunda, you've seen the Homakundas. You'll see on the batch, every Homakunda will have a priest, and then H in your batch, you'll see H1-1. So the first letter, first digit indicates the number of the Homakunda. H1 means first Homakunda, and -1 means the place or the location of the Homakunda. So the H11 is the place next to the priest, and then we go clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 Homakundas with 16 and 3 Homakundas with 15 places, but you'll know that on your batches. I will put this, but what we have done, these are the cycles, how we would like to go. So every group, like we have done in the monthly Maha Abhishekam, we have allocated 10 groups, and every group will get to chant one cycle, and then we'll rotate. This is mainly for the lead chanters, but expectation is everyone is chanting at all times. That's how we meet 14,641. So there's no time when no one is chanting, everyone is chanting at every time. This is to facilitate who will chant or lead one particular cycle. And of course, we have our priest who will be guiding us, who will be chanting, and everyone will go along. But this is to indicate the cycles. And we'll be sitting, we'll make markings here, how we'll be sitting in what location, and every day we rotate for the devotees. So everyone gets to sit close to the stage. I've put some names in here, I can send them. These are, I've discussed with Uncle and some of the area leads, and proposed some of the lead chanters. So I can send this on the various WhatsApp groups. It's a small group, so we'll share this, yeah, on the group chats. The seva opportunities, there are 4 key seva opportunities for the Yajna Shala related things. So cleaning of the metal items, preparing of the Homa Dravyam that we'll offer in the Homakunda, cutting of the fruits, and stacking the firewood at each Homakunda before we start. So every afternoon and evening we'll have cleaning of the metal items. So afternoon means after we finish the prayers, and evening means once we finish all the dinner and everything. And then evening we'll have the Homadravya preparation. Afternoon we'll have the cutting of the fruits for prasadam, and every evening we'll be stacking firewood. So if you have registered for that, please contact your area leads, and they will guide you. So we just wanted to check, Uncle, one thing. Will Sister Vaidehi we need to speak to?
So one of the things important is all the Ritwiks must be present here to chant.
Yes.
Don't go to the back and start doing seva.
Yes.
Okay, that's important. The seva opportunities are after the afternoon, right? In the afternoon for all of you, there are seva opportunities. For example, first seva opportunity, whoever is sitting around your Homakunda, make sure after the thing is done, have lunch, come back, clean off all the paddy that is around all the Homakunda area, make sure that it is tidy. Don't touch the things that are put on the steps. They are there for a specific purpose. They are not dirty items. Okay, please remember that. And number 3, if you have all that paddy and everything, the 40 peacocks on the site will be here near the Homakunda. We don't want any fire hazard to the peacocks. Okay, so please keep them safe. So if you clean it up, that's important. Cleaning metal items, as you can see, there's a lot of items that would be used for Abhishekam, etc. They need to be tidied up. So after those are seva activities you can do in the afternoon, as he mentioned. We need to prepare almost 290 kilos of dravyam that is being offered into the Homa. So for that there will be a team that will be assisting to mix the paddy, everything, and then doing that seva. I'm just giving the example of what are the specific tasks associated. Then we are going to offer with each round of Abhishekam lot of fruit to Bhagavan. All that fruit has to be cut. so that we can give them as prasadam to all the devotees when they have their lunch, etc. And all the firewood, almost 13 to 15 cords of wood would be used for the Homa during these 8 days. So that has to be brought and put next to each of the Homakunda and ensure that there is enough supply of that. Okay? So now all these are activities that the devotees and also the Ritwiks can help. Ritwiks from morning 7 o'clock with the gap of 8 to 8:30 for breakfast, you have to be here chanting. Don't go do these activities. We will identify volunteers. Afternoon for dinner, you can serve dinner. You can help with those activities. Clear? And after all this is done, Kavir is going to send quiz.
I think that is it.
We covered all of it, yes.
Yeah. Any questions?
Flower prep and garlands, that is also important area. There are a lot of, almost like every 2 days there will be 300 plus garlands that would be made for the yajna, because that many number of kalashams are here, right? So all those garland making, flower prep, etc., those are activities the devotees and also the Ritwiks can help with. Jai Sai Ram.
Any questions? Any burning questions from anyone?
Kavir, you want to do a quiz? Quick quiz? For, okay. Good?
That's it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are there any burning questions? Well, burning is a wrong. Okay. It's not the right word for the yajna, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any compelling questions? Okay, so just to understand the process of the Abhishekam, just so all of you are clear. So all of us will be entering to do the Abhishekam like this. And here you will have available a spoon, a glass and a spoon of water, and also a Vibuti and a kumkum plate. You come up, you wash your hands, and then you apply Vibuti kumkum, and then you come up here, and then there will be the Murtis here. Swami will be coming this afternoon. There will be Omkareshwara, Swami, and the Shakti, all those things will be here. You will be offered the water or milk or whatever it is. Offer it, don't pour into this, offer directly on the lingam. Be swift, don't take your sweet time of pouring one drop at a time. That's not, it's not higher devotion. If the slower you do is higher devotion, nothing like that. So please make sure, please bear in mind how many people are there, and then do swiftly, and then you return it here, and you go like this, and then you sit on your, you get seated. Okay? Is that clear? Process is clear? Okay. Now, just make sure that Homakunda, we will be completing the Abhishekam every day around 11:30, 11:45, depending on how fast you all chant. If you chant very slowly, we'll be here until evening. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudra. The priests will be very impatient. The speed they will chant, they're like going like Rajdhani Express.
They're already laughing at me.
Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraja, Om Namaste Rudramanyavata, Shavera Namaste Stanvane, Bhabhyamate Mahayata, Shivata Bhashva, Babhute, Dhanhochivasarabhyayata, Rudramaya. That's how they chant. By the time they finish second Anvakam, you will be Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. So they finish in 1.5 to 2 hours. But I told them, please be kind to all the devotees. They all have been doing sadhana. But that's the reason Samarth has been steadily increasing the speed of daily sadhana. It's for that purpose, so that you get used to the speed. Okay? And then if you're lost on it, it's okay, don't worry. Just follow the text. And inside, you chant inside. But let the lead chanters, they have to be very swift and fast, right? That's very important. And then if you're general devotees, everybody will get an opportunity to do the Abhishekam, including volunteers. They will get opportunity to do Abhishekam. Swami is an equal opportunity employer. All faith, all gender, all castes, all creeds, no discrimination whatsoever. That is only happens with Bhagavan Sri Sat Sai Baba. He is the God of all. So bear that in mind. Don't get anxious. Don't come stand here. I didn't do Abhishekam yesterday. Don't put pressure on the people in the front. Please just have the discipline of that, and then maintain silence. Silence is, and then in the morning, it's very important. We didn't cover that. So those people that are driving here, from local people, you also should be present as much as possible by 7:15. The rituals will start at 6:45, where the priest will be doing Mahanyasa Parayanam and the Aruna Parayanam. Two things will be happen. There will be Kalasha Puja happening, all that the priest will be doing. But if you are able to chant, be in the Diksha Vastram saris. Okay? That's the, we didn't
question.
cover that. Yeah, that was a question that was asked. Any other questions?
We have a question.
She is so soft spoken and I am very loud. How does the Vibuti be applied to the ladies? Just on the forehead, single line. See what somebody asked me when I came in August to South Africa to conduct the workshop, what I was putting here. I told him Wi-Fi signal. This is Wi-Fi, huh? Man, remember, this like how many lines are there depends the signal strength. If there is only one line, signal is, if there is a dot, no signal. So you put a Wi-Fi signal, for that also there is a procedure, you put with these two, and then you do like this, but I won't demonstrate that now. Ladies, single line connection is good. You are already connected. Okay? Side of, yes. No need to put on the body, yes. And then only the gents should do sashtangam, means entire prostration with all the 8 parts of the body is done only by men. Women don't need to do that. Women can be just panchangam, 5 parts of the body, because women are more sacred than men. Okay? Sai Ram. And you see, almost 4 times the strength of men are the Shaktis in this Yajna. Huh? What happened to all the Shivas in South Africa? Huh? Subri Naidu, brother, you have to do something. They're all liberated. They don't come to Maha Rudram, they are always in Nidra. No Rudra. Isn't this fun? You all thought this is serious business. This is all fun. We all should be very happy, positive, no negative energy. Spirituality is happiness. That's why Bhagavan says, be happy. So be happy. Don't be, if somebody didn't give you an opportunity to give some dravyam, something, don't yell, shout and do all that kind of stuff. Everything will be provided to you. God is very merciful. Jai Sai Ram. Yes. That's it? Okay. We are done way before our time.
Good, Uncle.
What is the time?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. You have 1 hour before doing the afternoon programs. Very quickly, let's review the afternoon programs. Yes, Arnab? Yeah, Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, or either electrical lines or railway poles. This is railway line, electrical poles. Okay. This is electricity, this is Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay. Ethan, you want to quickly share about the afternoon programs? Yes.
Saram. So the afternoon programs are pretty basic. There's Vedam invocation on every day, right? So there's different groups that will have an opportunity like what you see in Prashanti Mandir, where you'll come to the front, in front of the mic, and you put your hands together, and you will recite. Those that know off by heart will be in the first rows, and those that do not know, you can have your book and come forward, but you'll do it in the afternoon. So everyone has an opportunity from a lead chanter perspective. We've got Gauteng, Cape, KZN, USA, Europe, Australia, India, and Malaysia together as well. So everyone has an opportunity. So if you do want to be a part of it, come and speak to me, and you can be part of that group. Okay. The other thing is on the special programs. You've got the Chandi Homam, which was on Friday, and the Satyanarayana Vratam on the last day. In between that, there's musical programs, musical concerts that are happening every other day. After that, there's bhajans. So we've got an allocation of bhajans, and thank you for those that filled out your registration forms on the Google link. However, there were not so many. So if you do want an opportunity...
15 minutes, I'll talk to you about that.
Okay.
So one thing, brother, also, special programs. Wednesday, is Sita Rama Kalyanam.
Yeah, Siddharama
Kalyanam on Wednesday. So Rama Sita Kalyanam will happen. On that day there are no special or cultural programs, but that in itself is a celebration, divine wedding celebration. On Thursday there is Chandi Parayanam that will happen in the Homa tent, but there will be a special cultural program happening in the prayer tent. So the priests will do the Chandi Parayanam. You don't need to participate in that if you are not fluent with Chandi or not initiated into Chandi. So on Friday will be completely Chandi Homa. It will be a longer Homa program. We'll start around 4:30 and it may go up to 8 o'clock. So be prepared for that. Again, one most important thing that we forgot to mention is the local devotees who are here, if you are carpooling, etc., and you don't want to drive in the night or you want to leave around 5:30, it's optional for you to participate in the afternoon programs because we want you to be safe. But those that are in the hotels have no excuse. Please don't go log in and do your work. Please be present here. Okay, so it's only optional for devotees who are carpooling and driving back to some of them are coming all the way from Chatsworth, etc. There will be traffic, it's weekdays, so we just want to be cognizant of all of that. So Chandi Homam, if you can participate, it will be fantastic. Now other thing, when the Homakunda areas, only the Ritwiks will be allowed to sit. General devotees cannot sit around those Homakunda areas. You can sit in this hall, face, and we will project the Homa that is happening. You can turn your chair sideways and watch so that you are watching. Anyway, it's right here, right behind you. And if the weather is amenable, you can also put chairs in the grass and watch the Homa, but don't come and sit in the Homakunda. So please understand that, because that's only for preferences to those people that are full-time devotees, full-time Ritwiks and full-time participants, because they put their heart into sadhana, etc. Connection it should not be artificial, it will be heartificial. Okay, Jai Sai Ram. Okay, Sai Ram. Okay, what shall we make? Closing prayers, yes.
After that, people can collect the badges from
yes, and the area leads, I want to, if you don't, anybody here don't know their area lead, please raise your hand. You all know your area leads? Now I'm going to ask you who your area lead is and make sure that person stand. Have you met your area leads here? Everybody? Yes? For sure? Seema Maharaj, you know who she is? Which area you're from? Johannesburg. Who is your lead? Auntie Helen. Okay, I haven't met her yet. Is Auntie Helen here?
Okay.
Oh, there she is. Okay, very good. Okay, I haven't met a few people myself. Yes. Auntie Helen is there. So she has all the Gauteng badges. Seema Maharaj, are you here? Yeah, there she is. Yeah. And then Prashanti. There is Prashanti. She's not here. She's the lead. Okay. So if you all know, Yastil is here. Surprisingly, Tivesh is here. Okay. So all the people are here.
Yes, most of them are.
And so please collect your badges. We will conclude with a short prayer, which is Shiva Upasana Mantra. If you all know Shiva Upasana Mantra, you can record now. You ask. Upasana. Upa means close. Asana means to be seated. To be seated close is upasana. And to be in the presence of that divine consciousness referred to as two letters, the essence of the entire Vedas, of what is called presence, existence, awareness and bliss, summarized as two letters, is called Shiva. Shiva does not mean simply an iconic representation. The one who is a Shiva is always peaceful, is always secure, is always grounded, is always present. These are all the meanings of the word Shiva. Peaceful, auspicious, serene, secure, stable, radiating positive energy, love, all these synonyms of the word Shiva. 18 different meanings of the word Shiva. Shiva is not just a Hindu idol, the ideal of Shiva. We all like idols. From idols, we should focus on the ideals. The ideal of Shiva is all those qualities. Shiva is referred to as the most stable, the one who is unperturbed, no perversion, completely present. If you describe that as 2 letters, that is Shiva. Why is that such a beautiful representation? If you look at even the Murti, the iconic representation of the Shiva, Shiva has a Ganges on his head. Shiva has the fire in his forehead. Shiva has snakes in his neck and snakes also on his limbs. And if you look at all of this, they are all moving things. Ganges is moving, fire is moving, snakes are never stable. Snake is always moving. So snakes, everything is moving. Amongst all those things that are moving, the only unmoving is Shiva. And he is sitting stable. Try that. Try that. That means in the world we are living, everything is moving. Amongst everything is changing. Amongst all the changing and moving things, the only unchanging, immovable aspect is Shiva. This is independent of any religious interpretation. You can be of any religion and faith. If you are the Shiva, you are the stable, you are secure, you are peaceful, you are love, you are compassion. So much compassion that you will accept the negative energy of the entire world and suspend it in your throat. That is how positive Shiva is. And therefore, when we invoke this Shiva and bring closer into ourselves, and this Shiva is worshipped as outside as Surya, the sun, that is Shiva, as inside as your own indweller, as Atma, and also the fire that is keeping this body warm all the time at one constant temperature, 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit. What is that in Celsius? They're all guessing now. Okay. So that is, you see now, everything in our body has a certain metric. Blood pressure, blood glucose, heartbeat, temperature, all of them are stable. If they go this way, that way, then you have dis-ease. If it is stable, it is ease. If it is unstable, it is dis-ease. So therefore, the Shiva is the supreme healer. Therefore, the Shiva is supreme positive presence. And that supreme positive presence, if you call it in Sanskrit, what it is? Sada Shiva. Sada means always. Shiva means positive, stable, peaceful, loving, compassionate, all those things. Now there is one thing I overlooked to thank the people. Over the last many months, there were a few people that have been logging into Zoom to practice Rudram. Now a lot of people ask me, why I have to send a recording? Is somebody judging me? Somebody scoring me? Am I qualified as a RITWIK or not? All these things. Because we are all used to that kind of world, you know. But none of that was asked for any testing or judgment. It's only to make sure there are people that are coming together to help each other, to continuously learn, to improve our presence towards the Shiva. So Samarth, Satyan, Giri, Sudha, Swati, Chandrasekhar Ganeshan, Raslana, Gayatri Barude from Australia, Kriben, Yastil, how many, I can go, Tara, how many people are here? Please raise your hands that have been attending these training sessions, and please raise your hand, give them all a big hand of applause. Yes. And with such love and compassion, they conducted these sessions. And the only purpose and reason is, this is a continuous learning process. There is no one that has completely understood, have become aware of Rudram except Bhagavan. About Rudram. That's how powerful this chant is. That's how powerful this chant is. And these mantras, don't worry, they're not snakes. They're just taking those wood, okay? There are a lot of peacocks to catch the snakes. That's why they are here. So, they are, what we are talking about is, all this preparation for the yajna is not just the 12 people I was talking about. It's much more. It's the Virat Swarupa of Bhagavan. All the people joining daily sadhana sessions, all people that have been helping others to learn Rudram, all the people that have been, I have never received this many number of WhatsApp messages or emails about Rudram than from devotees of South Africa. Thank you very much for that. Never received that many number. Every time, every day I will get, what about this pronunciation? What about that pronunciation? Hey, where would I stop? How do I chant this? Is it a sa or a sha or a sha or a sha? How do I pronounce this? That is dedication. That is our ability to give the best to Bhagavan. That's what it is all about. So don't worry about somebody asking you to send a recording. That means they're going to put a test score on you. No, who are we to judge? We are nobody to judge. The only way we do this is by Sahana Bhavatu. Let us all be together. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Let us all be nourished together. Sahaviryam Karavavahe. Let us all work together with great vigor. Tejasvina Vadhitamastu. May our studies shine and illumine our intellects. Ma Vidvishavahe. Let us not hate or contradict each other. This is the essence of team spirit. Together, everyone achieves more. That is a team. Together, everyone achieves more. So be part of the team. We are all the limbs of Bhagavan. He is the heart. We are the heads. We are the hands. This is the essence of Purusha Suktam. We are the hands and the heads. The heart is one, and that is Bhagavan. And in this context, what we are looking at is the Virat Swarupa of Bhagavan. And in this Virat Swarupa of Bhagavan, there is only one mind that is working. And that is the super mind, Hiranyagarbha. It's called Hiranyagarbha. And that, when Bhagavan thinks of something, everything will manifest through multiple minds at the same time. You understand what that means? You have to be part of that. You really have to be part of a team. Give up your ego, your identity, and you are there for the team. Swami's mind will work, and you will notice, my God, same thought came into my head. How come the same thought came into his head? Because it's neither your thought nor my thought. It is the thought of Bhagavan. We are his dream. We are his limbs. Together we make him. And therefore, we should all nourish this moment. Take this 8 to 9 days. Soak yourselves with this love of Bhagavan. The most important question I got from other people, not only just on the radio station, but also other people, is South Africa. What is going to happen to South Africa? We are at the cusp of this democracy, and we need peace and prosperity in this society for social, economic, political turbulence that is happening in this country. Will this yajna help us achieve this? Answer is yes. But the first thing it should happen is, did it transform you? If it did not transform, these 8 days did not transform us, don't expect the transformation will happen in the outside world. Because if we are all in pieces, P-I-E-C-A-S. Thank you for indulging. We'll close with the Shiva Upasana mantra. Most of you already know that. It's a beautiful mantra that is in the Maha Narayana Upanishad of the Vedas. What it means Linga, what it means Abhisheka. Linga, Linga. What we worship as a Linga. Linga means liyate, gamayate, iti lingaha. That from which everything emerges, that into which everything merges, that is a Linga. Everybody connected? Strong Wi-Fi connection? Yes. That from which everything emerges, that into which everything merges, that is the Linga. Now, this Linga is not just an object of purification. That Linga is already pure. Why do you have to purify that further? So what is this purification of this Linga about? Why do we have to offer Abhishekam to this Linga? Pour water, pour milk, all of that stuff. Why do you have to do that? If it is already pure, why do you have to purify that? So therefore, this Linga is not about the external object, brothers and sisters. This Linga is within you. And that Linga within you is the thought, the mind, the intellect, and the ego. So imagine what I told you the definition of a Linga is. That from which everything emerges. Every thought from you is coming out of you only. You can be sitting here but not be present. You can be sitting here but not be present. Because your mind has taken you somewhere else. Therefore, the world outside is created by your mind. So from your mind, the whole world emerged. And where is it merging? Into your ego. So this purification process is not about that lingam. Mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, the mind, the intellect, the conscience, and the ego, four together put are called linga. And therefore, this purification is about our thought. This purification is about our intellect. This purification is about our instincts. And this purification is about our doership, the ego. I will tell you, a person can be present right next to this virulum, but can be completely unaware of anything happening with this yajna. They can be even knowing about the yajna, but they will not be able to participate in the yajna because Bhagavan has not willed. Simple fact. You cannot enter the premises of Puttaparthi without God willing. Period. You can be present in Verulam and you cannot be attending. You can be present in Durban, you know all about the yajna, Swami will close the wheel like that. He will stop you coming into the yajna. Therefore, you have to open our mind, purify our thoughts, purify our instincts, purify our ego, and that is the Abhishekam. Abhihi sa ekam is Abhishekam. Right here and now, my mind, my intellect, my instincts, and my ego merge into that and then emerge from that. This is Shivopasana. Jai Sai Ram. Om Nidhanapataye Namaha Nidhanapatantikaya Namaha Urdhvaya Namaha Urdhvalingaya Namaha Hiranyaya Namaha Hiranyalingaya Namaha Suvarnaya Namaha Suvarnalingaya Namaha Divyaya Namaha Divyalingaya Namaha Bhavaya Namaha Bhavalingaya Namaha Sharvaya Namaha Sharvalingaya Namaha Shivaya Namaha Shivalingaya Namaha Jwalaya Namaha Jwalalingaya Namaha Atmaya Namaha Atmalingaya Namaha Paramaya Namaha Paramalingaya Namaha एतत् सोमस्य सूर्यस्य सर्वलिङ्गः स्थापयति
पाणिमन्त्रं पवित्रम् सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः
भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्व मां भवोद्भवाय नमः वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमो बलप्रमथनाय नमो बलाय नमो बलप्रमथनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः अघोरेभ्योऽथ घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ईशानः सर्वविद्यानामीश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपतिर्ब्रह्मणोऽधिपतिर्ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो नमो हिरण्यबाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतय उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः रतगं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु पुरुषो वै रुद्रस्तन्महो नमो नमः विश्वं भूतं भुवनं चित्रं बहुधा जातं जायमानं च यत् सर्वोऽह्येष रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु खद्रुद्राय प्रचेतसे मीढुष्टमाय तव्यसे वोचेमशन्तमगुं हृदे सर्वोह्येष रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देव नारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व साईश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वर हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु स्वस्तिः प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की
जय।